YouTube community. This is Juliana, hosting the very first episode of my new show, Is This Actually Healthy? The goal of my show is to help you, the audience, turn healthy eating into practical steps that you can adopt into your everyday life. For our very first episode, we're going to tackle the question, is there a practical approach to eating healthier? Well, to begin, everyone has heard the advice that they need to eat healthier probably countless times in their lives. But if it really was that easy, wouldn't everyone be doing it? Not necessarily. Polls have shown that about 50% of Americans out there already believe they have an optimal balanced diet, when in reality, they could be falling way short of the mark. Now, there's a good possibility that this could be you, and if it is, you're in the right place. The problem is that a lot of people know they should eat healthier, but they have no idea how to do it, let alone continuing these habits for the long term, which is where results really become meaningful. This was the knowledge gap that inspired me to do this show, and bridging this gap is what you need to get the right foods into your grocery cart, because at that stage, then they can end up in your stomach and you can adopt them as a part of your everyday life. You may be drawn to this channel because you are stuck in this gap that I just described. Maybe you've made a New Year's resolution or you've wanted to shed a few pounds, but things just didn't go the way you hoped. Now, maybe you're someone who's already conscious about what they eat, but you're looking to expand your perspectives and listen to some new ideas. Whichever category you fall into, this show has something for you. Becoming a master of your own food intake is a critical skill, and it's not learned overnight. Because nutrition can be a complex subject, it's very tempting to turn to the internet or listen to the advice of self-proclaimed experts. In this way, you're cherry-picking the information that sounds appealing to you when, in fact, you might be ignoring the science on what is actually effective. Now, the fact is, you don't have to throw yourself 100% into a new trend diet, and you don't have to change things in one day in order to make changes that are meaningful. In fact, the all or nothing approach almost always ends in disappointment. You're expecting yourself to be the master of a game in which no one taught you the rules, and it's just not a practical approach for you. I'm also going to tell you what this show is not. I am not here to preach nutritional ideas to you as part of an abstract theoretical science. I'm here to discuss ideas that normal people like you and I can understand and adopt into our lives. To do this, it's all about asking the right questions, being mentally aware of what you're eating, and identifying gaps where you could do better. I am going to guide you through this experience as someone who has lived it. I do not have a doctorate in nutrition, but you don't have to be an esteemed academic in the subject to know how to eat or how to eat better. For most of my life, I was at the level 0, where I didn't really think anything about what I ate. And only in my recent adult years have I transitioned to a fitness-first lifestyle. My passion for fitness now drives everything that I do, and my new knowledge has become my strength. Through this process, I lost some weight, I toned up, I increased my energy. Every part of my life benefited from just the small changes that I made. I manage an extremely busy life as a PhD student, but my nutrition and my fitness never get pushed to the back burner. And I'm here to convince you that no matter what life throws at you, no matter how busy you get, you can make it a priority in your life too. We all have busy lives, but trust me, you can get through it. And with these bite-sized episodes covering the most important aspects and the important questions that you need to be asking, I'm going to make helping yourself as efficient and as encouraging as possible. Getting back to the key idea of this show, what are some practical steps that you can take that will make your diet overall healthier? Well, this could be something as small as selecting a healthier box of cereal from the breakfast aisle, or selecting a lower calorie snack option during your break at work. Maybe you have an overall goal you set for yourself, like you want to consume some more protein or you want to cut down on your fats. Whatever your goal is, if you go about it in a practical way, then when you add up the choices that you make, even if they're small, in the long run, you'd be amazed at how much you transform your diet. Now, these examples were just a few of the many that I plan on covering in this series, so that you can understand the infinite number of ways that you can expand your perspectives. One unique concept that I will be continuously referencing as we get further in is assessing the difference between unhealthy, healthier, and healthy. Now, one misconception that people have is that just because they selected a healthier alternative, that it automatically makes the food healthy. For example, if you select a bag of baked potato chips instead of the fried ones, yes, the baked chips are healthier because they contain less calories and fat than the fried chips, but it's nowhere near the healthiest option for a bag of chips that you can buy. The key is to think about this on a continuous spectrum. Food is not just healthy and unhealthy. True expertise really relies on recognizing how much space there is in the middle. I'm going to walk you through how to place everyday foods on the "is this actually healthy" scale so that you can see where they measure up. If these ideas sound like something that you would like to incorporate into your everyday life, then don't forget to tune into a future episode, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you know anybody who can benefit from this information, then send them my way, because my future episodes will be covering much more doable, practical methods for making healthy eating better for you. You have been watching Is This Actually Healthy? And I hope to see you again in a future episode. Ciao, ciao!